Hello guys! In today's video, we're going to present to you the top 10 best winter boots for women available on the market today. We made this list based on our personal preferences and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers. Check out the description to find out their prices and more information. We've included the links in the description below. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for the daily video notification. So, without further ado, let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Columbia Women's Ice Maiden Roman 2 Insulated Snow Boot. Over 18,000 reviewers give these winter boots 5 stars, and hundreds love that they're waterproof. This last month with these boots, the best months of my toes' lives, says one reviewer who works as a rural mail carrier. Everything was kept warm, the lacing was comfortable and kept the snow out, the height was just right. I accidentally threw a foot-deep puddle of freezing water and never felt it. I don't slide on the worst ice, and they've held up to some of the most damaging metal skid/post-cons at my job. Others comment on how warm they keep their feet. They are soft inside and have a great sole, Warm writes, while another customer in Alaska says they keep my feet warm in Arctic weather. Many recommend buying a half size up for the option to wear thicker socks/leg warmers, but even without that extra layer, reviewers are pleased with the shoe. One says they would even buy them again, but I'm doubtful I will have to because after all this wear, even snowshoeing, they show no marks or tears or anything. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Dream Pairs Women's Winter Fully Fur-Lined Zipper Closure Snow Knee-High Boots. Back in 2019, we discovered that Dream Pairs makes a pair of surprisingly stylish, cheap but expensive-looking sandals that one writer found could even pass for Margiela. It turns out they make boots too, including these knee-high ones that reviewers say look much more expensive than they are. When I opened the box, I was in shock, writes one reviewer. I paid $30 for boots that looked like they were at least $100. And not only do reviewers rave about the value of these boots, but nearly half of them mention how warm they are. This week we have had a cold snap, and I have been wearing them in temperatures between 5 degrees and 17 degrees, writes one, adding, I have not once felt cold. Lots of satisfied customers bring up the fuzzy lining, which, according to one reviewer, goes all the way down to the foot part. They add, I have worn ankle socks or no socks at all and my feet stay nice and toasty all day long. Another finds these boots so warm, my feet didn't even feel the cold in single-digit temperatures. On the outside, one reviewer says there's no need to waterproof them. The faux leather is waterproof. And many say that the calf fits a little wide, but reviewers appreciate the extra room and being able to stuff their pants into them. The number 3 position is held by Kamik Women's Momentum Snow Boot. No matter how high the snow gets, more than 70% of reviewers say these winter boots keep their feet warm and dry. Used it in the snow during our last snow trip. Sometimes snow was knee-deep and snow did not get inside boot, one writes, while another says, they kept my feet warm and dry through slushy puddles, wet sticky snow, and powder up to my knees. And while they're warm, one reviewer says they don't make my feet sweat. Many also mention that sole is sturdy too. One wearer says they have great traction, and another writes, the tread of the bottom gives excellent grip and they are also very stylish. Many hope to get multiple winners out of these boots too, and one user attests that they have. I purchased over 2 years ago and they still look like brand new. Next at number 4 we have Sperry Women's Saltwater Boots. Nearly 90% of reviewers give these waterproof Sperry boots 5 stars, finding them cozy, comfortable, and worth the money. They are also just plain cute, as one reviewer shares, no matter what I wear them with, they get compliments everywhere I go. Women want them, men think they are stylish. I've literally never had such a positive reaction to a boot before. Another reviewer shares that they were skeptical about their functionality, because they saw thousands of sorority girls wearing them on campus until they tried on a pair for themselves. Everyone and their sister owns a pair, but for a reason, they write. They are literally the most comfortable shoe I have ever worn, no joke. Do yourself a favor and get these. It's honestly embarrassing how many pairs of these boots I have in various colors, writes a third reviewer. They are the greatest ever. Reviewers find that they're best for above freezing conditions, and, since they're waterproof, are perfect for wet weather. Just be sure to wear thick enough socks if you want the most insulation. The number 5 position is held by Dr. Martens Women's Leonore Chelsea Boot. Reviewers love the fact these Dr. Martens Chelsea boots are not only warm and comfortable but also incredibly good looking. I love having stylish boots that are slip resistant instead of snow boots or duck boots. One reviewer explains. I live in a cold climate, and these are super toasty and great for snow. Like all Chelsea boots, they're easy to slip on and go, which one reviewer appreciates compared with having to spend time laboriously lacing up ridiculous snow boots. I didn't realize how much I would love that they are slip-on. I'm able to quickly take my dog out and walk. I don't think I will ever buy another boot for the snow. And a final reviewer loves that these snow boots don't need to be rested between wears. I found out I had to spend 2 weeks in Europe during the winter and ordered these in a pinch. They write. They survive the snow, ice, and rain. They are comfortable, warm, and weatherproof. Best decision ever. The number 6 position is dominated by Bearpaw women's knit tall winter boot. These knitted sweater boots aren't designed to stomp through heavy snow, but reviewers say they do a great job of keeping your feet warm on bitterly cold, non-snowy days. They are the perfect combination of cute and comfortable, according to one reviewer who lives in Alaska and has worn these boots around school daily for the past 2 months, walking on snow and ice. They have very decent grip and keep my feet very warm when combined with socks. Another reviewer says they are even warmer than their Uggs in that they have in fact worn them in snow and rain without any problems. And a third reviewer reveals that these are the winter boots of choice for their mother, who for years has not been able to find any boots to wear in the snow due to the odd shape of her feet. These, on the other hand, have performed great in the snow, warm and with traction. The price is right, and we like the ability to fold them over or wear them up the calf. Moving on to the next, at number 7 with BomKinta women's anti-slip snow boots. Several reviewers wore these anti-slip snow boots hiking, finding them warm enough to withstand frigid temperatures. I spent multiple days in these shoes, hiking through rough terrain in extremely cold, wet weather, and my feet stayed warm, dry, and comfortable, one hiker writes. I wore them right out of the box and hiked several miles in them. Another shares. A third bought them for a hike on the Appalachian Trail and found that their feet stayed warm, dry, and nicely supported even after accidentally submerging one foot into a creek. Best purchase I made for the trip, they conclude. So impressed. The number 8 position is held by Sorel women's winter Carnival snow boot. I live in Minnesota where temps sometimes reach a wind chill of 20 below zero. I have never had warmer boots, one reviewer writes. Another says, I wore them when it was 56 with wind chill and my feet were warm. And while almost half of 5-star reviewers mention how warm these are, lots also call out the removable liner. Boots with removable liners are hard to come by these days, but they are essential for the extreme Wyoming snow and below zero temps, one customer writes. We wear our boots every day of our 6-month winter, and being able to pull out the liners makes these boots just what we need. Others explain that the liners make the boots even warmer, so much that one writes for an hour or so my feet stay warm even without socks, and that if they absorb any water or sweat they come out for easy drying. Next at number 9 we have UGG women's classic short Roman 2 boot. This newer version of a classic pair of Uggs comes with a number of tweaks to the original design, and many reviewers point out these are more narrow than their older pairs. But many more reviewers appreciate that these are treated to be water resistant, and reviewers attest to how well it works too. I was walking to my car from the sidewalk and into the street and my entire boot was submerged in slush, one explains. To my surprise, my boots look completely clean and untouched. Water just rolls right off of these cute boots. One thing that hasn't changed is how cozy these are. One even notes, these feel like slipping my feet into heaven every day. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Globalwin women's waterproof winter snow boots. More than 10% of reviewers talk about how dry their feet stay while wearing these boots. One user admits their feet were still cold during a trip to Big Bear Mountain, but in terms of being waterproof/water resistant, after 4 hours of walking up and down the mountain, part was knee-deep snow, my feet were still dry. Another says the other day, my boyfriend and I went sledding at the park, jumped around in over a foot of snow, and were generally careless, but my feet were warm the entire time, and when we got home, I was surprised to see that they were also totally dry. One who wore them in the freezing cold ice, snow, and slush in Ireland during the snowpocalypse says, my feet were not cold and were completely dry after walking through the city for up to 2 to 3 hours at a time. We upload all types of survival, camping and hunting product review videos every single day. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.